I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. Okay, we are doing your love life. It's kind of a big topic for a lot of people. We have cards, flowers, and stones in the shape of hearts to choose from. So pile one, you are a cosmos, and you have a black agate heart that has crystal quartz in it. Clear quartz is what I mean, clear quartz. Pile two, you are a daffodil. Oh, are we focusing? And we have a carnelian red heart, a little lighter on the other side. And pile three, you are a zinnia. And you have a peacock eye heart. And I don't know if you can really see. It's like spots of green and black. It's really pretty, but it's not showing up very well. Okay. So those are your options. Please pause if you need to take some time to pick and gain clarity. The timestamps are down in the description. I will see you guys there. Okay. Pile one with your cosmos flower and your agate heart. Your cosmos represents order. Intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. Tuberose, dangerous pleasure. And it has a quote. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. And that is from Friedrich Nietzsche. We have Lullaby, The Journey, Embodied Grace, and Hidden Beauty. Wow. As far as numbers go, for those of you that like numerology, we have 43, 38, 19, 44, and 45. I do feel called to tell you guys, this card is so bizarre to me. And the reason is because order is what the cosmos are about, right? Like that's what they've put as the representation, the symbol of. Uh, I grew cosmos, and they are anything but order. They are chaotic and just they grow all over, and if you let them be at all, they just and spread, and it's not order. It's not order to me. Anyway, so maybe it's representing needing order, but yeah. That's to me that's what that card is. I would first like to get clarity, please, on are we doing a general love life, or is this a particular relationship? Okay, we are getting a particular relationship. I am currently entering the energy so that I can understand better and embody it and feel it myself. So far, I am getting a lot of surprise. Unexpected. It's a surprise and unexpectedness in this. One of the ways that that can come about is that the person that you're with or wanting to be with are just very different than you are. So oftentimes what we do as humans is we think that other people think the same way. We don't mean to do this, but it is kind of like a natural state. It's a natural way of being. And we have to train ourselves to be like, no, no, everyone has their own way. So it could be that that's the unexpected stuff is that you know they're very different. They think differently or they work differently or whatever it is. I that's so yeah, I'm getting a lot of surprise with the embodied grace card. This might change, but right now what I'm getting with this is holding back. Because this is like, see all this junk that's up here in the antlers and it's being held away, right? Um, what I'm getting, it's not dangerous. It's not like, it's not a dangerous place to be. It's not a dangerous relationship, because it's dangerous pleasure. The idea is to be having a leap of faith, to dive in, to go for it, right? Even if things can be a little scary. Oftentimes, I'm gonna ask you question why something is scary in the relationship. Why is it scary? What's scaring you about it? Because it might just be like a trauma response that we're having, right? Like it might not be the actual relationship. It might be something from our past. So really and that's where I'm getting this intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. I'm getting this like currently anyways. I do feel like we're going to go in another direction, but this is like going within and really trying to understand yourself within this relationship. Understand why you respond the way you respond. Um and perhaps holding back because you might be a person that tends to react quickly, right? Strongly and quickly, and rather than going inward and discovering yourself and going, why do I feel this way? What is upsetting me at the moment? How can I better understand this? Yeah, my heart hurts at that. So that's to me that is a part of this. I do feel though that this relationship is a hidden beauty. You might be on a rocky path. Again, not all of you, this is a general reading, but you might be on a rocky path at the moment, but this is like it's good. It's good. So often we don't want to be hurt. We don't want to be hurt. We're terrified of being hurt. We've been hurt. It hurts. We don't want it. Um, so, you know, we strive for the best, but also we tend to run from something that reminds us of whatever past hurt we had. And if you can work through things, if both people are dedicated to working through, it becomes an ideal relationship because you both are committed. You both are willing to not necessarily change who you are as a person, but change your way, your delivery, Your, oh, they don't like this because it does this to them. I will do my best to not, right? That's, I hope I'm being clear here. Okay. So that is the one message, is that this, it's kind of a bit of a chaos right now. It's kind of rocky. Um, they are asking you to go within, hold back a bit, pull back, become the watcher, become the observer, pay attention to what's going on, realize that this is truly a wonderful relationship and you just both have to do a bit of work. Now, let's flip and go the other direction. Where's the, what's the next? Because I felt like there was two different messages within this. Okay. So I kind of went this way, um, with this hidden beauty being, you are not seeing yourself the way that they see you. You are not understanding how much beauty they see in you. It might be that, your self-confidence is lacking, or your self-image, whatever that is, you're not seeing how they see you. I feel that this card represents the both of you. You are both giving grace to each other, but not yourself. So now, okay, you are both giving grace to each other. I can't speak on the other person. I don't know. I'm not receiving anything about that, but I am receiving that you are not giving grace to yourself. This journey of learning to do so and learning to see yourself through their eyes will end up like a dream. Will end up, and this is where it takes off, will end up, this is a lullaby, right? So, in like, you're sung to sleep or whatever, and dangerous pleasure, and it's mysterious and sexy, or what, whatever. So these are representing these like ideal, intuitive communication, the back and forth between soulmates, maybe even telepathy, that, really digging in, and then the cosmos. And instead of order, I am now seeing the stars, like a shooting star, like you guys are taking off. Um, so these are the two different options for this pile. Both are wonderful relationships. Both are wonderful relationships. If you are questioning that, I cannot, I am not with you in particular. So I don't know how many red flags are happening. I don't know, you know, it's so difficult because there are red flags. Sometimes we jump on that so quickly that we don't give it a chance, right? If it keeps happening repeatedly over a while and you've really tried, that's when the red flag is a bit much and you might need to let go. Um, but again, if two people are committed, you can get through it. You can get through it. And it becomes beautiful because you both really learn each other. I do feel a softness with this group. It's not, it's, gosh, I wish I had like the perfect words to give you. It's like the embodiment of life itself. It's this upper view of the beauty of the waves in life, right? It's looking at this and seeing these amazing moments that are hard and difficult, but you got through it, and then you can look back and you go, look at how we did, and look at what we're doing now, and you celebrate that. Okay. Is there anything specific, please, for pile one? Hmm. Uh, I am not receiving words, but I am physically feeling something. So I felt a touch on my back, and then I felt energy like flow through my arms to my hands, like a tingling going all the way through. And I'm asking for clarity, please, on what that represents, what that means. Okay, I'm not receiving clarity. I did hear they'll know. Like you guys know what that means. If it's meant for you, you've got it. Anything else, please? Okay. This is a little bit of a challenging one. Sometimes we want to view things in a very black and white way. We want to say this is wrong, this is right. And I do think that for some things that's valid. Um, but the words that I heard is that there is nothing wrong with you. And it's not so much about whether you're behaving wrong or right or anything like that. It's about looking at yourself as clay, as something that's moldable, as changing, as growing and learning. Um, and that way you can say, instead of saying, it's even good to do this for other people as well, your perspective on other people as well as yourself, as an ever changing prism or something, as something that is constantly growing and trying and learning. Because yes, we do things, we have behaviors sometimes that are not great, right? Um, but by being like, that's wrong, you're wrong, something's wrong with you, that's not helpful. It's not helpful. It doesn't lift people up, it's pushing down. And so to be able to say, it's a difference between feeling guilty versus shame. Shame is not okay. Guilt is okay, right? Sometimes we do things that we feel bad about. That's okay. That's good. Good that you feel bad about it, because you grow and you learn and you try not to do it again, right? That's the difference. Feeling shame and going over it over and over and over again and pushing yourself down, that's not good. This is the difference I'm talking about. The shame is the one, you're wrong. That's wrong with you. That's versus you're a person that's learning. So we need to flip the perspective here. Anything else for pile one? I am currently asking, sorry guys, sometimes when I go silent, I'm not speaking out loud. I'm asking within my head, questions or for clarity or whatever. I was just asking if there's anything specific about your guys' partner relationship. You can trust this person. You can trust them. I just felt my heart hurting again, which represents you guys and your lack of trust. There's something that has happened that you're like, you're scared. You're scared about this. You don't need to be. You don't need to be. This is just as part of life working through, right? It's part of the ever expanding layers of healing, and you will get through it, and it will be okay. I'm happy for you, because even with things that are difficult in the beginning, once you get through, it's beautiful and brilliant, and there's so much more ease with it. I hope this has been beneficial for you guys. I hope that you feel seen and heard and loved and encompassed and carried and lifted up. Okay, that's it. Much love, guys. I'll see you next time. All right, pile 2 with your Carnelian heart. You have the daffodil, which represents rebirth. And you also have the sunflower, which represents hope. Ganesha, clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. The angel of Jupiter, awaken. Garden of the heart. Like a bird. Tiny triumphs. And coreopsis, also known as tick seed, which is always joyful. And the quote is by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it says, "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year." Interesting. I want this in the middle. My silly way of being sometimes. If you are into numerology, I have numbers for you: 22, 21, 9, 6, and 31. Oh, I just realized there's a heart down here. And it's growing a garden. It's really beautiful. Gosh, this is so beautiful, guys. The last pile was too. They had some work and stuff, but it's just this, there's such a calmness, a solid, like, grounded. We've got this. We've got this feeling. Okay, I do need to read this card. This is the only thing I don't know about, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm actually going to read part of the paragraph, or one of the paragraphs, to you. The Angel of Jupiter, awaken. This oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, and more spiritual authority than usual, this is a confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you are experiencing some havoc in your life, or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmation. Yes, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing what once was. So you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for your next stage of growth. So obviously there are two directions that this can go, and I will tell you, I feel both of them at the same time, which is a bit difficult. There is one that is so very hopeful. It is. It's the wonderful relationship, almost the ideal. You guys are getting through it. It's working out. You're happy about your tiny triumphs, the things you guys get through, and you can look back and it's great. You're joyful. You're full of hope. This relationship is different than all the ones you've been with. It's helped to protect you and guide you and clear away your past issues. You no longer feel like you have to guard your heart. You are growing a garden in your heart. So here's the thing. I feel like if that's you, then great. You're good. You don't really need messages for your relationship. You're good. You're good. You're golden. You're getting through it. Things are good and happy. Maybe you've been proposed to and you're trying to figure out what your answer is. Um, you know, great. You're woo. Congrats. Um, I will move on though to the tougher one, the difficult one that hurts no matter who you are, no matter which side you're on. If you've been going back and forth trying to figure out if this is the right relationship for you, there's a lot in this pile that's kind of telling you to move on, to move forward. This offered that up, that, it's time to hit your next stage of growth. This one is about clearing away obstacles. When I first saw this card, I thought it said guarding the heart, not garden the heart. I saw this like a bird. Birds fly away. And rebirth, the changing of something, going into something new. And I did feel that there was hope with it, though, that this was a good thing. It is a good thing. Breakups are always difficult. It doesn't mean that they're bad, though. They're not bad. They happen for a reason. And I am sorry. I'm sorry if this is your situation. If you've been trying for a while, whatever a while means to you, you've been trying for a while and it still just feels like it's not working. I do encourage you guys to go ahead and fly like a bird. Figure out your way. Bring something new into your life. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to start over. But you don't know what the future holds, you know? You do know what the future holds in your relationship you're currently in, if it hasn't changed in a long time. It's the same thing you've been doing, right? I don't want to tell you what to do. This is all just, I'm giving you what the cards are saying. I'm with you in heart. I think you know, though. That's the thing. I think you know. It's sometimes we don't want to see. Sometimes we want to just like, oh, give me the answer, give me the answer, but we don't actually want to face the answer ourselves. It's not easy. It's not easy. I feel that like this joyfulness and this hope and this rebirth happen once you've like moved on. It's difficult. It might take a while to grieve. We all, even if you're the one leaving, we still grieve. We grieve the loss of what we thought would have been, right? It's kind of it's this is an odd reading for me, guys. It's weird to have like two fully separate options in the pile. Um, like this amazing go get married, versus leave your partner. It's not easy. But I think you need that encouragement. You need you need to know there's more out there for you. If they have not tried, if they are not tiny triumphs, right? If you guys are not having these, like it's not getting anywhere, something has to change. Something has to wake up, something has to shake. I will say, with my own partner, you guys know him as Lucian. He's my editor occasionally. Um, Things in the beginning were really rocky. They really were. They were difficult. Um, we had to learn each other. But the thing is, we were both committed to being the best we can be for each other. And that makes a huge difference. If you are with someone that is not committed to the relationship, they're just in it. They think they love you, but they're not doing anything. That's, is that where you want to be? Is that how you want your life? Oh, you guys, it sucks. It sucks. But it's part of life. We all go through it. We have to grow. We have to move on. We have to keep changing. And if you do end up leaving this relationship, you're causing them to grow as well. Your leaving makes them pay attention, hopefully. Hopefully, if they choose to. They don't have to. Okay, I'm wanting specific messages, please, for pile 2. Okay, so I am feeling specifically for the first type, the first message in this pile with the happiness, the excited part. I felt a little hesitation, like it was like you want to say yes, but you're scared. And this is, yeah, this is encouragement of like, you've got this. It's good. Your fear doesn't have to, you don't have to pay that much attention to it. We all get little fears that pop up. It's like a part of our ego, right? And it's a part of our past and they pop in and out, but we don't have to give them credit. We don't have to say, this is how I'm going to be. You can choose to dive into it and do some shadow work and understand why you're having the fear. But again, you're the one in control. Like you don't have to stay in that fear, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense to some of you. So if I can say this differently, I personally believe that we have our emotions and we have them, but we don't have to stay in them. If we are staying in them consistently, we are choosing them. Because you have an emotion, you admit you have the emotion, you feel it, you acknowledge it, and then they tend to slide away. But if you're revisiting something over and over again, it's because some part of you wants that emotion to happen. Some part of you. Now, maybe it is because you're trying to understand why you have it and you don't know why. That's valid. Look into it, search into yourself. Maybe it's because it makes you feel something. A lot of us shove our feelings down and maybe it's making you feel and you feel more alive even though it's hard, right? So that's what I'm talking about. You do have a choice. You do have a choice in this. Some emotions are just, we can't help it. Some, like, I mean, if our parents died and we were so close and it keeps coming up because it was recent and it, yes, yes, of course, of course. You're going to experience that. But when it's something like this, where it's just like this kind of like background, like fear, right? You don't have to stay in it. Okay, anything else, please, for pile 2? Mm, feeling something with the hope card. I have a really weird image. I think it's weird, but it's also fun. I think that's the point of the image, is that the imagery is that it's different, it's unique, it's fun, which is kind of with this Coreopsis card, always joyful. So with the hope card, I saw these hands, one's holding an orange and the other is peeling it. And and it was peeling like you can peel off petals. Like it was just coming, you don't have to dig in, right? It was just this easy peel off a petal. And it was like, I heard this, uh, oh gosh, I lost the actual words, but it meant, hope is that easy. You're just, you're just peeling these back. You're getting to it. It's so easy. And this beautiful juicy orange for you. And that goes for either group in this pile, guys. That's hope. Hope is necessary for humanity. Sometimes we have a perspective on hope that it's practically a demon, right? Like it it hurts because we have expectations with it. It hurts because something doesn't met along the plan that we have. Well, hope can also get us really far. It can help us move on. Anything else, please? Oh, I just heard to encourage the second grouping, the ones that are having a difficult time here. Buy yourself a bouquet. Buy yourself some flowers. Have little moments, tiny triumphs. Have your own, not within the relationship, for yourself, just you. Your own little moments. Buy flowers. Make yourself like some petit fours or like cupcakes or something. Have little moments with yourself. Okay. I'm feeling that it's cleared, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Guys, I really hope that this has been a benefit for you, truly. I hope that you feel loved and seen and heard. For the second group, I hope you feel that way with someone in your life. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile 3 with your peacock eye heart. Words are not wanting to come out of my mouth. All right, so that's the start of this one. So we have Zinnia with Cinderella. We have Tiger Lily with Wealth. Interesting. That is very interesting. Cinderella and Wealth right there. We have Liberation, breaking free from negative attachment. Spiral Dance of the Goddess. Embrace Enthusiasm. Under My Umbrella. Look at this thing. And then we have 2 flower cards. Apple Blossoms, which is about choices, knowledge, and illumination. And there's an unknown quote. White are the flowers of apple tree that bring us fruits of fertility. And we have the iris. Oh, iris is one of my favorites. Rainbows and messages. And this is also an unknown quote. Interesting. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. Man, you guys. So I immediately, with this pile, I didn't feel this way with the other two, but with this pile, I feel like you might be single. Um, yeah, that's what I'm going with. So if you are not, of course, you can still listen to the message and gain from it, but you might want to see if you were drawn to either of the other two. As far as numbers go for numerology people, we have 25, 20, 14, and 29. So far what with this whole Cinderella story, she was single in the beginning, right? And then met her prince, and married into wealth. Um, I do feel with this liberation card, there's some kind of attachment that you guys have to. I'll give an example because it's different for everybody, right? But I'll give an example that's really easy for a lot of us to understand and feel and probably relate to. That we want this ideal relationship. We want this like affordability to be able to get a house together and have we set up for this like life, right? And to be well off and not struggle for anything. And wow, my words are really, this is an interesting reading. My words are really struggling to come out, whereas it was not happening with the other two piles. So there might be some communication stuff with you that it might be hard for you to communicate. Also, because both of these quotes are by unknown people, which is different. There's not a lot of those in there. Um, yeah. Yeah, so I really feel like this is somehow this like I don't know what the idea is. I don't know what the belief is that you have. Like maybe you were like me and you were raised on princess movies from Disney or whatever, and we believe we're going to be rescued and that's not reality, right? It's not. Um, so there's some kind of liberation. You're breaking free from something that you're attached to. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be this. It can be something else. It is possible that this does represent your future, your relationship, that it could be something that kind of comes out of the blue. It could be something that you didn't believe was for you. Maybe you think you're not good enough. Um, that's a possibility. Um, yeah, God, that felt heavy and deep. I Yeah, we're getting messages, choices, knowledge, illumination. I'm even thinking, I keep thinking of Under My Umbrella and then Ella, right? Which is like a stutter. There's something about the communication. It's something that's like not quite lining up. Maybe it's your communication style. Um, Maybe it's jagged, or maybe you think you're being clear, but other people aren't understanding you. Uh, maybe you're very enthusiastic and reactive and like, and you really believe that it's fine that you're this way. And I'm not saying it's wrong. Please know that. But it could be that the people that you're around don't relate well to it. There is something though, guys, and hopefully you know what it is. And if you don't, um, I would encourage you going to like a trusted friend or family member and being like, is this a thing? Am I like, how do you honestly feel about the way I communicate? You might check in. You might see. Um, Embrace enthusiasm and the spiral dance of the goddess. If I remember correctly, this card is it's about life. It's about the like crazy nuances that happen and just the entirety of it, the waves, the up and downs that happen, and encompassing it all and appreciating it all. And I think that that's the enthusiasm. It's not needing perfection, not needing someone to be this ideal, this prince in, knight in shining armor, that rescues you. And I know, guys, I know that when we talk about this, especially this day and age, we all pretty much know this. We know that no one's going to rescue us. But does your heart know it? Because we carry with us things from our childhood that we're taught. And we may know it in our head knowledge, but our heart might be like, where's my prince? Where's my shining armor guy? So really check in with yourself. Really get some clarity on this negative attachment that you have, because it might not seem negative to you. You might be like, we are not always aware of how we feel, how we think, we're aware as we can be, and something will happen in our life to make us aware of things, right? So if you are not aware of it, that doesn't mean you're not self-aware. It doesn't mean anything bad. It's just you haven't found it yet. And that's an attitude right here about the Iris card, right? When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. Have this lifting up perspective. That's kind of the same thing with this embrace enthusiasm and this spiral dance of the goddess, is this like appreciation for all of life. I do keep leaning on this and bringing it down, don't I? Here's a silly example. So this is fake, but I don't know if that's obvious to you or not, but I love that it's like kind of wilted. Oh, you guys, you're special. You get to see my peony flower. I'm bringing it to you. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Look at this gorgeous. This is 3 flowers, technically 4, but this one's not a peony. Oh, you can't see, this one's not. Look at this. So when these are new, they're just these little buds. They're all tight and curled around each other. And they very slowly open, and then suddenly they're huge and amazing. And then suddenly they drop all their leaves, like all their petals. They're done. Um, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because to me, it's amazing the process that it goes through. All of it is beautiful. This wiltedness is gorgeous to me. It's beautiful when it's new and fresh, but it's even more amazing when it's gone through some stuff. It's got so much more to see, all the layers. It's it's stunning, guys, and this is my heart hurts for you because I feel like you need to know how beautiful you are. You need to know how stunning you are because of all your layers, because of what you go through, because of how you open up. I'm trying to show you without spilling the water out. So there you go. You guys are special. You get to see my peonies. They're like feathers. I mean, they really do. They feel like feathers. Just light, fluffy, silky, gorgeous things. Okay, is there anything specific, please, for pile 3? Something about the peacock heart I just heard. I'm hearing resiliency, which I don't know if that has anything to do with peacocks. I'm not looking that up at the moment, but I do know that that's like with a ginkgo. The ginkgo trees, ginkgo leaves are all about resiliency. And that is you. You are strong. You are resilient. This is part of your life. This is your story. Your story is not like everybody else's. Your story is not this so-called norm over here that isn't actually the norm. We're sold by media and all kinds of different things. We're sold these ideas that aren't helpful to us. I'm gonna put that heart right there in the center. There is this like excitement though. It's embrace enthusiasm. It's not like, how do I say this? It's already there. You see what I'm saying? It's already there. When you go to embrace something, it's already right in front of you. You go to hug it, you embrace it. So it's there. Your enthusiasm is there. Take it in, embrace it. Remember that life is full of weird, twisted, different ways and different paths and challenges. And do you want to go down this slide, or do you want to take this hilly path, or you want to go down the hole, whatever, you know, it's all over. It's all over. Life is all over the place. And all these different things lead to these layers that are within you that make you more and more beautiful. Anything else, please? We're good to go. We are good to go on that. Okay, you guys, I truly hope that this is a benefit for you. Honestly, I lift you up and I pray for your future, your relationship, because obviously you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't care, right? So I know you'll be all right, though. I know that ultimately the universe, God source, is going to lead you right. So anyway, I hope this has been a blessing for you, and I hope that you feel seen and loved and heard by someone in your life, and I will see you guys next time.